Yes, it was.
Good
Morning, everybody.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am so excited, y'all. I'm super excited because it's Saturday. We all made the sacrifice to come on this call this morning and get some great motivation, some great inspiration. And shout out to all of us that had a positive word this morning. Always take that word with you wherever you go all week, and apply it to your life, apply it to those that are around you. We had some good words. I wish I would have wrote them all down. If y'all can, put y'all positive word in the chat so we can all write those words down because those were some good positive words to carry with us this week. And I am so excited. Alexa, pause. I am so excited for what's going on in our lives. Not just in business, but in family, um, in every aspect, every area of our life, what we're surrounded by. Um, we're surrounded by positivity. If you are not surrounded by positivity, I suggest that you get around people that are positive and surround yourself. The difference between positive and negative. We all have issues. Um, and we have people that we go to and we talk to, and that's good because we want to help each other. So I don't mean like don't share your issues. If people can help you and turn that negative into a positive, then surround yourself with people that's going to help build you up and encourage you. Okay, so I am going to be talking to you all this morning. I got the flow this morning. I was like, I don't want to burn my leaders out because last week was man, last week was so good, y'all. Last week was so good with Calvin and Arvon and our regional consultants sharing their promotions, And what I loved about it is the reason why I want to talk about success because it's something about being successful by yourself. It's okay. But when you see your team having success, it really does something to your spirit, it makes you feel good. And so that's what I want to talk about success this morning. And you know, we're not apologizing for how God has blessed us, how we have elevated in any area of our life, any opportunities, because if you surround yourself with successful people, you will become successful, hands down. So pay attention to who you reach out to. Pay attention to people that are smart, intelligent, and want to see you win and want to help you win. And I want to say that success is not an accident. Success is purpose. When you want to become successful, you do things that you need to do to get there. Um, One thing that I know about success having a purpose is we don't just stumble across success, we work for it, right? This is not something that's handed to us. Anybody that we see in the world that's successful, it took blood, sweat, and tears, late nights, and things for them to get to where they are today. You may see these social media gurus and these stars that's really killing it in content. Well, go look at their story. This is something that didn't happen overnight for them. You know, I think about Adelia in Ambit. She talks about um, how she became a multimillionaire within 1 year. Um, she was almost at her $2 million when she got her $1 million jacket. But she say it took 2 years to get there, but it took 20 years to get there. It took 20 years to work hard, late nights, blood, sweat, tears. That's what success is about. It's not something that's going to fall into your lap. This is something that we have to work for to get to where we want to be. Okay. You got to push through. You got to do something every day. Have a balance. Write down something that you want to do, whether it's reaching out to people, whether it's you got a prayer journal, whether it's meditating and praying. And Arvon talked about meditation. Meditation is just getting in a quiet place, you know, spending quiet time alone, hearing the voice, that still small voice, you know, hearing, because in meditation, being quiet gives you, you'll get ideas on what you want to do, right? And another thing, number two, not everyone is going to understand your journey. When you become successful and you're growing, you're going to get backlash. It happens, you know. Success, that's what success looks like. It looks like, you know, attacks, but it's a positive thing, because if you are successful and you're being attacked, I say evidently we're doing something right, because that's what's going to make us grow. You know, and when we are growing, that requires movement. I saw a thing that said growth requires movement. Think about a baby. When you start, a baby crawl first, then they walk, you know, then they run. So success requires movement, because if you be stuck trying to drag someone, you're not growing. You're at a stagnant place trying to bring somebody with you, because everybody won't be able to go with you. So success requires movement. So instead of you stopping to pull, keep going and let them come with you. You got to keep moving. In order to grow, you got to keep moving, because we got to understand that we got to stop making others feel comfortable. Success is about being uncomfortable. Attacks come, challenges come, there'll be up and down days. We don't let that stop us, because success becomes your story. And that's what I'm here to share. It becomes your story. This is not about me. This is about me sharing what I've experienced and what I know to add to you all as a team, as a cross line, up line, down line, whatever it's called. We got to learn that success is growing. It requires movement. You must keep going. If you keep going, you're going to grow. You're going to come up with ideas. You're going to have, or as they call it, trial and error. And that's where you're built at. Oh, I can't do this again because that didn't work. But I also say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep doing what you're doing if it's creating a elevation and a success for you. Okay? We don't want to be in the same place. You know, for an example, Arvon always told us, lead from the front. You know, lead from the front. What does leading from the front look like? That don't mean I'm leaving you behind, but I'm really leading, and that don't mean I'm trying to pass you and beat you to the next level. No. Leading from the front is you being an example to say, hey, I'm leading from the front. Come on and go with me. Oh, I just did this. Share your testimonials with what you just did. One thing about us, we are good at saying, hey, look at this screenshot from this person. Oh, look at what I just accomplished today. Hey, y'all, I reached out to 20 people today. That doesn't mean, oh, y'all better reach out too. No, I'm just giving an example. Lead from the front. Share your success with your team. That's what it's about. Now, guilt versus responsibility. Because they are, you know, I always say it's not lonely at the top. It don't have to be lonely at the top, y'all. It really don't. I don't like that saying. Let me tell you why I don't like that saying. I don't even say it, oh, it's lonely at the top. No, it's not. What did you do to be lonely at the top? Did you step over people? Did you tear people down and step over people to get to the top? Did you cheat your way to the top? Why are you lonely at the top? Are you guilty about something you did to mess over someone? Did you have a hidden agenda or an impure motive when you attached yourself to a winner? So how did you get to the top? Because the top don't have to be lonely. I say it's successful at the top. And those that are at the top with me are the ones that saw the vision. Make sure your team sees the vision. Success is about seeing the vision. Success is about those coming with you to the top to where you know, I see people taking trips and they team going here and they team going there. That's what it looks like at the top. It does not have to be lonely. So I say this, how did you get to the top? Did you get to the top by stepping on people, or did you get to the top by successfully putting in the work, making it happen for you and your team, being supportive and helping out, being a servant, not just a leader, but serving your team to get to where you are? Nothing was handed to me. Nothing was handed to me. As a team, I was taught to build my organization. You know, we was gifted customers. They had incentives. Oh, we got to do this to earn 2 customers. Oh, if you do this, you're going to get this. That's how I got here. So every consultant that came into my organization, it was either through my team or through me sharing with my team and building the organization because of the ways that I was taught to build my organization. Nothing is handed to you. It's easy to talk success when you put in the work and you helped your team, because at the end of the day, success is about helping your team and seeing them become successful. It's not about what you did for them or what they did for you, but it's about how we helped one another, how we added value. You know, we have people with gifts of mentorship, personal development, training, customer gathering, consulting gathering, structure, administration, inspiration, motivation. You want all this because that's what success looks like. That's what it looks like. Because what I'm learning is if your heart was pure, then guilt has no place. Because guilt versus responsibility. Responsibility says, I helped, I served, I wanted to see them get to the next level, and that's what we did. The reason why I cried last week, because it was a blessing to see that in our pureness and in our reality, they made it happen. Those regionals made it happen. They followed the proven system and they made it happen for themselves. They are successful. I clap at their success because I didn't do that. I didn't do it by myself. So understanding and having the humility and being humble about your team, that's what success looks like. No, we can't take everybody with us. No, we don't need to be pulling, pumping, and prying because people are going to fall off. But you don't feel guilty about getting to the top or making your way to the top or being successful. You know, when I get calls and pay attention, have discerning, pay attention to things that people say. And it's not for you to clap back, but it's for you to understand that fake is real. When people say things fake, that's real stuff when people say things to you. Like, oh, I see you, big money. Okay. Single mother of 6 children with 2 grandbabies. Okay. I give God glory for the roof over my head and transportation and food on the table. I give him glory because that's what success looks like to me. As an entrepreneur, you know, I see you doing your thing on Facebook. Thank you. You know, but pay attention to those that genuinely support you. Success is support. It's natural for us to want to bring people with us. I remember Joanne said something so amazing of a disappointment, and think about it. That's the opposite of success, is a disappointment. They come. We be so excited about the ones we think gonna come with us. We like, oh yeah, I got her in the bag. Yeah, she gonna join. That's my girl. Oh yeah, she gonna join. And them be the ones that don't join you. And then a disappointment set in because you did not expect that from somebody. So that's what that looks like. It's like, man, you know. So when we go into training and we say hit our warm market, I think that's what makes us stronger and makes us become more successful, because the warm market probably be the ones that's going to really tell us no, or really say it's a scam, or really say no. But in your warm market, all you can do is be successful. Don't worry about what happened. Don't worry about the attack. Just, I say success is the greatest revenge. I can't say that enough. Success is the greatest revenge. And that what that look like, continuing to do what you do. Get the energy bus. Read that book. Just keep driving the bus. You know, the bus picks people up, drop them off. They don't worry about who get off on, long as they get them to the destination. Some people destination may be regional. Some people designation may just be senior. Some people designation may just be executive. Some people designation may get international. But all you know is you did your part to make sure that they were successful. Learn to sit down with your team and write down what they want. You're here to add value. I'm here, if I sit down with somebody, I need to know what they want because I need to know how to add value. If they say, oh, I'm into more structure and coaching, okay, let me connect you with Arvon, right? Oh, I'm trying to develop myself. I'm trying to be more professional. Okay, let me connect you with Calvin, right? That's what a team looks like. Some people gonna cheer you on, some people gonna doubt you, and some people gonna leave. That's okay. This is a part of success. I was looking at the opposite of success, the antonyms, right? It said failure, catastrophe, loser, disappointment. Like, that's destruction to me. That's the opposite of success. But what it showed me was those are the things that makes us stronger if we handle it the right way. Because this makes failure, it wants, you know, it wants us to stop doing what we're doing. It wants us to give up. All these disappointments come, and if we're not strong enough, we be like, I give up, I can't do this, I'm tired. And we get like that. But success says, no, this is your story. You got a story to tell. You're going to have a whole bunch of mess, but behind it is a message. You're going to have a whole bunch of tests, but behind it is a testimony. That's what happened, and that's what success looks like. We think it's easy, but it's not. But it can be simple. If we learn to be that person that God has called us to be. And I learned in Proverbs 18:16, it say, a man's gift make a room for him and put him before great men. You don't have to put yourself on a high pedestal. You don't have to be arrogant. Your gift, that's confidence. That's something that can't nobody take from you. That's something that's going to create your success. I mean, probably everybody on here was born and raised, you know, in some type of spiritual way in the church to be, you know, speakers, readers, just eloquent in the word, all of that. And look where it puts you. Experience is our best teacher. Experience is going to teach us success. Experience is going to teach us discernment. And experience is going to tell us what to do and what not to do. We tell a kid, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. It's hot. And that kid touch it. Crying. I told you not to touch it. The second time that kid gonna look at that thing and gonna be like, nope, I'm not touching it because I know what happened the first time. So sometimes we do have to go through experiences because that's what's going to make us stronger as far as success. On your journey, build your brand. Yeah, we are consultants. Yeah, we work for a company. Yeah, we represent a company. But do you know it's even better to represent yourself? Build your brand. Come up with a name. I'm the energy lady. I hold that dear to my heart. It's going with me everywhere. People be like, what, you the energy lady, you got a lot of energy. Yeah. But the subtle part is I sell electricity. You know, I offer electricity, solar and gas, right? Build yourself on your journey. So instead of feeling guilty about being successful, turn that into gratitude. Think about the positive things. Seeing the team win, you know, that's amazing. I can remember I called Mimi and Jeremy and I was talking and I was like, man, you know, people fall off. It's an MLM. Now that I'm learning and being in this business for 5 years, in the beginning, it was like, why is that working a business? And why is not working a business? And you're like, man, I'm doing everything I think I'm doing, or what did I fix? So you get so guilty and caught up in one person. And it really is a distraction, and it stops you from building. Arvon and I said something, we was talking, and Arvon said, man, I want us to be so big to where we forget everybody that came into the organization. That's what you want. Not saying we're leaving them behind, but the system is going so well. It's like all you can do is keep building, keep being successful, and putting them before the opportunity and letting them see the vision. Make sure you paint a vision for your team. Make sure you share your vision about what you see. What I see is everybody getting to where I'm at and keeping going and getting to national. That's really what I see. If I'm tugging and I'm saying this and this, or I'm saying, hey, did you get in your consultants? I want to see you get to EC. That's my goal. But then my team goal says, oh, we want Shekayla to get to national. So who do you focus on? Those that want me to get to national, because I want everybody to get to the next level, right? So, that song say, sometimes you got to encourage yourself in the Lord. That's Joanne. Joanne sings that song. She sung that song one Sunday, had me crying like a baby. Be proud of yourself, not in an arrogant way and it's me and tootie. No, be proud of yourself because of the success that you created within your organization. This speaks volumes about who you are as a person. So be proud of what you did. It's okay to encourage yourself. Sometimes it get like that. Sometimes you may feel like you're in isolation, or you may feel like your back is against the wall. But that's the time to go in, encourage yourself, and think about what you did do and be grateful. You don't have time to think about who didn't make it, who mad at you, who ready to fight you, and all this, because they see you successful and they feel like you messed over them or you did something. You don't have time to think like that, because you know your heart. And that's about being successful, right? Learn not to shrink people. We're here to inspire. I always say that, Arvon, we was created to inspire. David, we was created to inspire. That's what we're here for, to add value to people. If people see what you're doing, just know you're you. Nobody can be you. You be yourself. Now, you created to inspire. They may do things you do, and that's fine. You cheer them on, you clap for them, and you say, man, I just inspired this person. That's success. That is success. So you don't have to apologize. You deserve every blessing that's coming to you. Every blessing. If somebody call you to speak, if somebody call you to be on their platform, if you get an engagement or somebody reaching out to you and you didn't reach out to them, that is a blessing. That's what success look like, because evidently you're doing something right for someone to call you and say, hey, could you speak here? Could you train here? Could you help this person? Could you help that person? Now, I'm not saying run yourself wicked and become an octopus, like being like this, like you got all these arms. But no, you find the balance. But for it to be laid out for you, that's your gift. It made room for you. Right? Now, I want to say this. Surrounding yourself with people who you want to see win. That's a plus. That's a fact. If I call your phone and we talking, I want to see you win, and I know you want to see me win. That's who I surround myself with. We may have a big following, but you can have a very small circle, because we got to pay attention to attachments versus assignments. Because who you are and what you do and the person that you have become that's very successful, what God is going to do is put you before everybody. People will attach themselves to you. That's a form of clout. But are they your assignment? Do you want to take them to the next level? Because even with the disciples, the main names you hear is Peter, James, and John. Them the main names you hear. Peter, James, John, Peter, James, John, Peter. If you tell somebody to name the 12 disciples, what's the first names they're going to say? Peter, James, John. Because even though he had a following, his circle was small. When you connect yourselves with important people in your circle and in your life, those are the ones where success just enlarge itself. Because everybody that's around is going to attach and become assignments, and they're going to grow as well. And that's what you want that to look like, because you need people where you're weak, they're strong. And vice versa. You need people where iron sharpens iron. That's success. You're going to have negativity. Like I said, what's the opposite? Failures, catastrophe, loser, disappointment. But those are the things that's going to make us stronger. Don't look at those in a bad way, because that's creating a message for your life. Being at a loss, losing everything, not knowing where to go, not knowing where to turn your head, but then God steps up and say, hey, I took you through this storm for a reason. That's what success looked like. Ups and downs, right? So stand firm and keep leading, and don't dim your light for nobody. Don't apologize for your success. You know, people say, oh, she's an executive. I wonder what she did to get there. Work my business, follow the proven system. I reached out to people that could help me, support me, give me ideas. I learned looking at people in the yellow jackets and talking to them, asking questions, how they got to where they are. You know, learning to help those that want to be helped. That's why I say help me, help you, help us. It's not help you, help you, help you. Help me, help you, help us. That's how you get to the top. Not dragging people along, letting people do what they want to do. And that's success. I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving nothing out, because you want to be a winner. Practice discernment, because you want to, discernment is about hidden agendas, impure motives, people trying to connect themselves. It's necessary to understand that. We learned in personal development, you got to understand what discernment is, and you got to ask for that gift, especially in your organization, because we all make mistakes. We all attach ourselves to people and think that's it, and it's like, nope. So learn discernment. Learn those that see the vision. I always paint the vision when it's success. See where they want to go. See where they're headed. See what their vision is. And you share your vision. Okay? And that is it. So be successful, stand firm, and keep leading. Keep serving. Keep helping. And pay attention to those that are with you, you know, that's going to be there, supportive, you know. And we have our team. Within our team. Kiki bought on her auntie. Auntie be having me working. I got to make 4 phone calls on Monday. You know, she's reaching out. She's doing what she needs to do. She's asking questions. She's leading. And I'm here to help her. Why am I helping her? Because she's helping herself. You know, Marie close to regional. Let's get it. Going through some things, but she there. Let's get it. Learn to survive and go through the storms. Because he said, yea, though I walk through the valley, he didn't stop there. You got to keep moving. You got to keep growing. It says success requires movement, and you got to keep moving. Let's go. That's it. I don't know if anybody have anything they want to say, because I wanted to stop right at 10:30, and I'm super excited about what's going on. But, you know, I am excited about the journey, about the team, about those that come on Super Saturdays to hear a message, to receive. Those that speak, they come to add value, not make it about them, but to add value to what we're doing in this organization. We are here to help you. This is not about us. At the end of the day, it's about all of us. But we got to learn to say, this is not about me. This is about the value that I'm adding to you, and sharing the experiences about, oh, I can't. I told men our talking the other day, I said this, I can't tell you how to become a millionaire if I'm not a millionaire. I can't tell you how to become a millionaire if I'm not a millionaire. I can tell you how to become an executive. I can tell you how to get into the comma club for your residuals. Share with people what you have. Don't be so fake. How to become a millionaire. I'm teaching that. I can't teach that. I can tell you what success look like. I can tell you what trials and tribulations look like. I can tell you what losing everything look like and bouncing back. Teach what you know. That's what success is. A lot of people think success is, let me tell you, I don't work out. People like, oh, you work out? No. Sometimes I'm not dedicated. Mimi can tell you how to get your body back. That's the name of their workout. How to get fit, how to get your body back. She can teach that. I can't teach that. That's fake if I go on and say, oh, I can teach you how to get your body. No, that's fake. But she can. That's her experience. That's her gift. She can teach you how to do that. And she got examples of people that got their body back. So teach what you know. Operate in your gift, and it's going to make room for you. Okay? That's it. So if anybody got anything they want to say, the floor is open.
I just want to say
Okay,
that was
Bill.
good. Good stuff.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus.
Hey, Shekayla.
Hey, Yolanda.
I've been on speakerphone with you in my dentist office, and all the women here are like, what do you do? What are you saying? They love you. And I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. Because everybody sitting around me is just like, okay, I'm not turning my phone off, y'all, even though y'all are in my mouth right now. So I want to say thank you. And y'all have a blessed and amazing day.
Share the opportunity.
Always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome job, Kayla. Love you, girl. You're so awesome.
Thank you, Mimi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sis. Beautiful, beautiful message. I enjoyed every moment of it. I was up here taking notes.
Good. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you all. So that's it, y'all. I don't know if anybody else had anything.
This is me.
Mama. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to say, I get a kick out of watching you guys on Facebook and all over social media. And y'all just give me so much encouragement to just keep pushing and keep going. And don't stand still, because I ain't got time. It makes my legs hurt.
Thank you. And that's what we want. Thank you so much. That's what we want to add value. That's it. She said my leg hurt. Anybody else?
Yeah, Shekayla, it's Slow Boogie.
Hey, Captain.
Hey, babe, amazing job. Keep moving, keep movement. Man, amazing, Shekayla. You, the things that we learn in this, on this team, it seems like never ending. It's like every day we learn something different. We learn a different move, a different mode, a different strategy. And it's all because of the leadership that we have. And we really, really appreciate all that you do, all that you teach us, all that you share with us. Man, this girl is popping links in our chat of everything that she learns. I'm saying as soon as she learns it, she shares it with her entire team. This girl not only she's yeah, I mean like she's not just saying she wants her team to succeed. She's making sure her team succeeds. She's making sure her team has all the tools, all the resources, all the help, motivation, encouragement, everything that we need, and a little bit more. She gives it to us. And Shekayla, we just thank you. We love you. And hell, you know, we're gonna go to the ends of the earth with you.
Amen.
God bless you,
Amen.
sister.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Shekayla. Thank you for your
My mama
realness.
sent you the recording. I know you got on kind of late. I got you for the recording.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to thank you for your realness. You practice what you preach. You walk the talk, and you're a perfect example, not only to your team, but you reach out to the masses. You reach out to my team, to us on the West Coast, and we thank you for everything that you share.
Amen.
Keep it up.
Thank you, God. Amen. Thank you. Okay.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, Arvon.
What's happening? Yeah, I'll let what everybody said. What everybody said. Nah, we definitely proud of you. I mean, it was an awesome call. Just a lot of the conversations. Clearly, it's a lot of stuff that we talk about day to day. Trying to get to the next level and trying to get to the top. So, just to kind of second what Calvin said, as far as just the leadership, um, for everybody else on the call, um, Shakayla is definitely an example of how you want to be in this business because it puts you in a situation to where um, everybody on this call is trying to get to a particular level in this company, um, but it's difficult to do it by yourself.
Mhm.
And the thing about us as individuals trying to get to the next level by ourselves, clearly you have what we consider your downline, whether you want to say the word or not, like it's an ugly word, your team members that's below you or in your organization. Clearly, um, it's trying to get them to the next level because that pushes you up. So that's one perspective. The other perspective is if your team is working to make sure you get to the top, well, that's a different type of hunger. That's a different type of
Yeah.
monster, if you will. So it's not just about you driving your team to be successful so you can be successful. It's your team driving to be successful so you can be successful. And you only get to that place if you have a genuine love to help people. If you're the type of person that when you look at the things that's going on into your organization, if you're unselfishly passing up commissions, you're unselfishly trying to get all the shine and all the glory, you're unselfishly looking out for other people where you putting people on. She made a comment that she hates to hear the phrase is lonely at the top. That's a mentality that you have to have as a leader because when you get to the top, it doesn't matter if you don't pull people up. We often say you're not, whatever rank you are, you're not a senior until you create a senior. You're not an executive until you create an executive. It's not about you and the position that you get in. It's about who do you help? Who do you bring up? And when you adopt that philosophy, that's like Calvin said, you'll have people that'll go to the ends of the earth for you. You'll have people that'll run through a brick wall because you're an unselfish leader. You're the type of person that you don't hoard information. You're going to give it to people. You don't hoard customers and consultants and things of that nature. It's not just a me, me, me type of situation. It's about the team's growth. This is how you get to the position to where you got your downline and you got your upline all helping to reach the same particular goal. What happens is when we have a new person coming to the organization, for those of you that are not on Team Ambit and Beyond, this is what's happening. The new person, they're trying to get to the top. Their sponsor is trying to get them to the top. And Shakayla is trying to get them to the top. So can you imagine a new person coming in and you got 3 people helping to build their business instead of just them? That's the dynamic that we have on the team. And that's what we pride ourselves in. And that's the reason why everybody's trying to push Shekayla to the top, because she's trying to make sure that everybody is successful. We got everybody cross line, talking to people, trying to build people up, trying to get, this is the culture that she created. That's insane. I've been doing this for a pretty long time, and I've never been a part of a group or dynamic, which is the reason why I decided to join the group that does this, because everybody's working together to make sure that the new person win and that the new person is successful. So my hat's off to you for putting this on. You know, it looks easy, but we know that it's not. Coming up with content. You know, Miss Teresa talked about social media and that kind of stuff. It's tedious putting
Yes,
content out. You know what I mean?
very.
Making sure that you're putting yourself out there. But we learn a lot of that from Shekayla because she's so consistent at what she does. So I just want you guys to take some lessons from this and understand the dynamic and the understand of the team structure and the team culture, and take this back to your prospective teams. Make sure that you're building in such a way that you want people to make sure that you're getting to the next level, not just you. That's the true measure of a leader. It's influence. How do you get people to buy into what you're doing? How do you get people to buy in to the situation that you're creating? And they want to not only get there themselves, but they want to see you. They're just as excited about your success and you getting to the top as their own. That can only be possible if you, as the leader, want to see them succeed more than you. That's what the law of reciprocity is all about. So now nobody's working for themselves, everybody's working for each other.
Yeah.
That's when the dynamic works. That's when the culture that you have in your organization works. And that's how everybody gets to the top, because it's never us based. It's always about somebody else. How can I help push the next person up to the top? That's the reason why we do what we do, and that's the reason why we're successful. And we're going to be wildly successful because of that particular culture. Anything that I do, anything that I'm involved in, I'm bringing my team up. Hey, who we got to bring on? I don't want to. If I'm ever speaking or doing something, we're gonna make sure that we shout out the team. We're gonna make sure that we bringing somebody else up. If the spotlight is ever shined on us, it's always gonna be about somebody else. Whoever, and who can I throw out there? What name can I mention? Who can I bring up so they can share the same realm of success as I share? And this is what Shekayla is notorious for. So we just want to say I appreciate you. I just want to throw those tidbits out there for you guys. Um, this is the last Saturday in March, so we're going into another month. Uh, let's really put our heads down and focus. You know, let's get these goals knocked out, um, and let's continue on the journey. It's still rank up season, so that's the focal point for everybody. It's to rank up, get to the next level. So do what you have to do. We're gonna be coming out. I can't say too much, but y'all know what April is. What's going on this month? So make sure that you guys are prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. Prepare yourselves, because what's getting ready to come down the pipeline is going to be nothing short of amazing. So that's it for me. Shekayla, I'll pass it back out to you. Close us out.
Thank you. Thank you, coach. Thank you, coach. Thank you, coach. Man, y'all, hey, iron sharpens iron. And we love one another, and we encourage one another. Man, Simone, me and Simone go way back.
I was about, I wanted to jump in and say something. Yes.
Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, I was like, folks are like taking words out of my mouth, especially our Vaughn, because that's what I was gonna say. The way you started out talking about you don't like it's lonely at the top. I'm thinking not with you, because let me tell you, the way you started as a baby, you didn't crawl walk, you started sprinting. And let me tell you, and Magnet, my goodness, it's like you're like, nope, I got some big shoes to fill. I'm gonna put folks in these shoes with me. I ain't gonna walk by myself. And so appreciate you. No matter who we are, you're always an inspiration and encouragement. And it's like, I truly admire that. It was like, man. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is you really do spread your light, because everyone on your team pretty much emulates you and that light that you got. So that's why you the shark. Shekayla. Keep going, Shark.
Oh, yeah. She named me Shekayla. Man, thank you so much.
I'm gonna keep being your sucker fish. Yep.
I love it. Love you,
Take
sis.
us to the top with you.
Yes. Yes, that's amazing. I'm super excited. We got work to do. And yes, when you are passionate and man, when you see the vision, you just go, you know. I always use the word what's next because Calvin don't understand. He put that in my mind because when he got the regional, he's like, okay, what's next? And I was like, wow, I like that. What's next? That shows the drive. Okay, I'm here now where I go. And he always say, I'm just stopping by. I'm just stopping by. Man, he literally stopped by regional and now he's SC headed to EC. So what's next? You know, you never stop. And I say success never stops because when you reach that one goal, it's like, wow, okay, I've accomplished that goal. What's next? You know, keep going, you know, growing and going. That's what it's about. Okay. I'm gonna share this with y'all real quick. I pulled up something today. Let me see if I can share my screen. There it is. Okay. So I pulled this up. I Googled this and I said, man, what is the acronym of success? And I was like, I can't get credit for this because I saw it and I was like, man, this is really a breakdown. Y'all can screenshot this, but I don't want to get all into it because I don't want to prolong the time. But it's simple, especially when you know where you're going. It's simple. You know, things that's unexpected. Like I talked about Calvin when he was like, what's next? I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. You know, because if you hear somebody say what's next, they really want to do this business. They really ready to go to the next level. In concrete, I was thinking about when I thought about concrete, that's foundation. Like Arvon came in, we had to be specific. Be specific about what you're doing. Let people know you have a foundation because when it sounds like you're all over the place, they don't want to join you. When you don't even sound like you know what you're talking about. That's why we always say with our team, let's do these calls because you need to know what you're talking about when you're doing this business. And credible. I always say actual data. Prove to people that this can work. Show a check or two. Hey, I made this much in 1 week. Look at this. Show your best check. You know, that's evidence that this does work. Emotional. Your business can be emotional in a good way because you connect with people that is emotional. It's something that y'all are doing together. Good emotions, emotional intelligence. You know, don't get all in your feelings, but be there for someone when they're going through something. See how they feel. Check on people. You don't know what people are going through. So being emotional is okay because now you're connecting on a deeper family-based level. Kiki named our group Scabs. And it's funny, y'all. It's our names. But then Brianna said, wow, you know how when you're going through something and a scab covers a sore and they say, don't pick at it. Don't pick at it. So that was so funny because that was an idea and something that they came up with, and so, look at things that connect with you. Your story is very important. I tell people 95% of my team is from my story or them watching me. The other 5% may come from a Zoom or may come from a live BP or may come from me showing them the opportunity. But 95% of my team has grown through my story because it's a memorable moment that they can attach themselves to because remember, they're joining you, right? Shareable. Share things. And it says shareable ideas should be easy to share and spread. Spread good news. Share ideas, share what you know, because this is how your team will grow. Like we say, we don't hoard information when we're building our team. I remember somebody said, a lot of people don't want to bring you into their organization because they don't want you to pass them up. I said, not me. I bring them into my organization and my thought is, I need you to pass me up because it speaks volumes on the leader that brought somebody in. If Arvon get his yellow jacket before me, I'm like, man, I did that. If Calvin go national before me, I'm like, man, killing it. If B. Marie, you know, get her jacket. Her organization spread like wildfire. I'm like, yeah, did that. It's about success and knowing that you want people to do better than you because it speaks volumes on who you are and what you have created and accomplished. And that's it. So I saw this and I was like, man, this is amazing. The acronyms of success. Okay. That is it, y'all. So we're going to get off of here, set y'all goals. Let's get going. And y'all have an amazing Saturday. All right.
Thank you, Shekayla.
Thank
And
you.
I need to everybody.
Wait, get a picture.
Yeah, cut your cameras on. I'm gonna do a video first. I need y'all to be excited. Unmute, because this is gonna be loud.
Hey.
This is a
There
part
go
of
the big money girl.
There go my girl, B. Marie. This is a part
Big money.
of content creating. I know some of y'all.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, so some of us may not be able to cut our cameras on, but if you can do it, let me do this. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna do a video first, and then I'm gonna do a screen. Y'all can unmute y'all phones because we gonna say hey, say whatever, say your positive word. That's a good idea. All I'm gonna count to 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Success is
Joy,
yours.
joy, joy in my
Unstoppable.
heart.
Go get it.
Purpose.
Do it. Go
Go
All
team.
right.
100.
That's good.
Go team.
Okay. Yes. Now let me get the picture. Let me pull it down a little bit. All right. Got it. All right. Good job, y'all. Thank y'all. So that's gonna be in our content. I'm gonna tag all y'all.
Yeah, please send me a copy of the recording too.
Yes, I will. I gotta get it to Miss Marilyn too. Okay. All right, y'all have a
Thank you,
good one.
Shekayla. We
Love y'all. You
appreciate
too.
you.
Yeah.
Have a good